Hello guys, welcome to C4C Code for Change. Let's get started.
Hello guys, in the previous video we have seen the two ways of initializing the instance variable. That is, so in the first method we are going to write the instance variable. So we are going to directly initialize the instance variable in the same class. So in the second method we are going to write we are going to initialize these in another class. Okay, so these are two ways, and the third way is by using the constructor. So okay, what is a constructor means? So constructor is nothing but a method which its only function is to initialize the instance variable. Okay, so that is nothing but a constructor. Okay, how we are going to define a constructor? What are the conditions to define this constructor? Let us see here. So to define a constructor, we are going to use the same name as the class. So here the class name is person. So same here for the constructor, we are going to define the name as person. So as I have said previously, constructor is a method. So we are going to give some braces after that. Okay. So for starting a constructor, we will use some flower braces. Okay. So within that, sorry. So within that constructor, whatever the thing we are going to write, that is going to be executed. So constructor main functionality is initialize the variables. So name is equals to Chanakya and age is equals to 30. So now I am going to remove here. See, now successfully we have initialized these variables. Now let us run it here. Okay. So as I have said previously, the constructor is a class. So this is nothing but a constructor. Sorry, constructor is nothing but a method. So for generally to execute the method, we are going to call that method. But here, how we are going to call the constructor? So here, whenever we are creating an object, then constructor is called. Okay. So see here, the person. Here we are going to write same as constructor. So this is nothing but a calling of a constructor. Generally, what we are going to write for a method, so we are going to write like this: talk sum. Okay, this is nothing but calling of a method. But for calling of a constructor, we are going to create a new object. So whenever we are creating a new object, the constructor is going to be called. Okay. So now we will run this program. Okay. So sorry, some error is there. What is that error? Okay, the main error token exists. Okay, let us do it again. Okay, there is some. Now let us run it again. Now see here, my name is Sanitya and my age is 13. So in the previous video, I have said that why I want to use the constructor means I want to give access to these variables to the another class. That's why we are using the constructor. But here, with the same constructor, we cannot access. Now see here, p1 dot name. We cannot view like this. p1 dot name is equals to something we cannot view. See here, it is showing error. That means we cannot access these variables. But how we are going to access these variables in another class? By using the constructor. Okay. Here now we are going to modify this constructor. String s is s comma int I. Okay. Now what I am going to do here? So see here, name is equals to, I am going to give it as s, and here s is equals to I. Now what will happen? So whenever we are entering the S value, it is going to be stored in S, and this S value is going to be stored in N, name. So name is nothing but an instance variable, and here I value, when we enter, it is going to be stored here, and this I value is going to be stored in age, which is nothing but an instance variable. Now let us see here how we are going to change the instance values variables. Okay, so this is nothing but a calling function, the calling constructor. So within that I will write Ramesh comma 20. Okay, now let us run it. See, now here my name is Ramesh and my age is 20. Now let us recheck and let us change this to person P2 is equals to new person of. So now I am going to change to name Sana, comma age 25. Now again I will write this talk method. Okay, now once again I will run this program. Okay, so this is P is capital letters over here. Now let us once again run this program. Now see here. Let us once again check it. It's not going. Okay, so this is P2 comma name. Sorry, this is P2 comma name. Now see here. So we are creating the objects with a different instance variable. So that is the use of the constructor. Okay, now let us see here. So now I have created one constructor like this. So person, and within that some name is equals to something like Sana, and age is equals to 22. So now I have closed this constructor. Now I have created another type of constructor called this one person. Within that I am going to write some string, some parameters, string s, and in I. So within that I will write it like this. So name is equals to s, sorry, age is equals to I. So these are called two different types of constructors. Okay, the first one is called default constructor and the second one is called parameterized constructor. Okay, so this one default constructor is also called zero parameterized constructors. As we are not giving any parameters within this constructor, this is called zero parameterized constructor, and here we are giving some parameters to the constructor, so we are calling it as parameterized constructor. So what are the difference between these two? So the first constructor is used to initialize all the objects of the same data. So see here, what is this method? Okay, sorry. Okay, this is the. I will remove this one. So I will remove string is equals to something like this one, and age is equals to something. Now I will here also remove it, and here I will remove it. So okay. So again I will remove it here. Okay, now see here, now we are going to execute. So check it again. So here A is not there. So this is a default constructor. Okay, so this is a default constructor, and now why we are using this default constructor means if we want to assign the same data to the different objects, so then we are going to use this default constructor. So see here, name and age are variables. We are going to assign the same data, that is SDF and 12. Here also SDF and 12. we have written something like person p3 is equals to, so I'll just copy this and paste here. So person p3 is equals to, and person p3 dot top. So the same data is going to be assigned to this instance variable. So that is the use of default constructor. Suppose if you want to change, so if you want to give different values to these different objects, so then we are going to use parameterized constructor. This we have seen it. And default constructor don't have any parameters, but whereas parameterized constructor will have parameters. Okay, this is also one difference you can say. So these are the basically two differences. Okay, and another thing, as I have said, constructor is nothing but a method. Okay, so just remember this, constructor is also a method, but the only function, the only action it can perform is to initialize this instance variable. Other thing it cannot do. And you can say another difference like this. So the calling of this object, the calling of this constructor is done at the time of creating the object. Okay, the method is called by using call function. Okay, this is also another difference you can tell the difference between the constructor and the method. So in the next video we are going to discuss about the methods. So here we have discussed about constructor, and the next video we are going to completely discuss about the methods in the Java. Thank you guys for watching my video. If you like my video, hit the like button and also share my video with your friends. For future videos like this, hit the subscribe button down below.